I'm sorry they're disrespecting you so much, Bulbasaur. Miko Zilla. Miko Zilla. Hello, welcome back to my channel and another episode of Gotta Catch 'Em All. Today I'm making my first ever video about one of my all-time favorite franchises. Actually, it probably is my #1 favorite franchise of all time. I've loved Pokemon since I was a kid. I've always played the games, and I still play the games to this day. My favorite thing typically to do is do a new run every so often, and I'll switch around between the older games and the newer games. Sometimes I do Nuzlocke, sometimes I do teams with a theme, and I've been wanting to do a Pokemon related video for a while, but I wasn't sure exactly what I wanted to do. So today we're gonna explore a little bit of the world of Pokemon speedruns. I came across this video entitled Pokemon Blue Finished in 25 minutes, which is insane. We're gonna go ahead and be reacting to this video. It is by IGN, and I will be linking the video in the description as well if you want to see it in its entirety. I haven't watched a lot of Pokemon speedruns, but more recently I've been interested in speedruns and wondering how fast can you really finish a Pokemon game. In this particular one, I'm gonna be assuming that they'll be using glitches because 25 minutes seems like a very short amount of time. So I'm assuming they're gonna be exploiting some type of glitch, but I guess we'll find out here together. Before we get started, I just want to give a big thank you to all my new subscribers. Welcome to my little YouTube family. Thank you so much for joining us here. And without any further ado, we'll go ahead and get into this video. Pokemon Blue finished in 25 minutes. Okay y'all, I'm here. I got my fancy gamer headphones on. I'm sorry I don't have cute cat ears yet like D'Angelo does, but we're working on it. Anyway, we're gonna go ahead and watch this video.
Hello IGN, my name is Jose Otero and I'm joined once again by Chris Grant. Oh, what are we gonna call my my rival?
Well, I flew in from Minnesota, so I'm just gonna go ahead, toss that down.
Oh, I like it.
I got Minnesota. This is Pokemon Blue, no save corruption. There is a Pokemon Red any percent glitchless run.
So, like I said, they're going to be using glitches, so the run they're doing is any percent glitch is fine. No corruption, which I assume that means you can't mess with the actual game data to like finish it quicker, but any existing glitches they can use. So that's the any percent glitch thing that they're talking about, I believe. Correct me in the comments if I'm wrong.
We will be battling some Pokemon, but we're gonna do some kind of weird stuff. I love what we're gonna do, but it's very different.
It's very different. They say I'm really excited to see what kind of glitches they use because I've never really watched an any percent glitch speedrun before, so I don't know what types of glitches are even out there. The only ones I really know about are like the missing no glitch. That's the only one that really comes to mind. So we'll see what kind of like weird backdoors we'll see what kind of weird shortcuts they have learned to get through this game so quickly.
So what's fun about speedruns is, you know, it's almost every game.
So they chose Bulbasaur, which is technically the best starter by stats because of his stool typing as well, especially in the first game. He's statistically the best starter, so I wonder if that's why they chose Bulbasaur or if there's a different reason.
So why'd you pick Bulbasaur? Is there a reason?
There is a reason that will come up later.
I want to know the reason now.
My favorite Pokemon.
There will be no disrespect to Bulbasaur in this house. Bulbasaur is right here, okay? Would you disrespect this onion loaf? It's so cute. Are you freaking kidding me? There will be no Bulbasaur hate in my life. Not while I'm around. Bulbasaur is just gonna be here for the rest of the video.
We got kind of an iffy Bulbasaur. He's not doing that much damage. The goal for the fights is really to beat enemies as quickly as possible because we're gonna get fully healed and everything back at the end. It doesn't really matter.
So this is interesting. They were talking about like the Bulbasaur they got was iffy, meaning like its stats are probably iffy because it was taking that rival fight like took forever, and they mentioned something about getting a free heal so they don't care if the rival fight goes slow. But I'm assuming what I'm getting from that and what I know of Pokemon speedrunning is that they're gonna basically try to avoid healing at all costs because you know how long Nurse Joy takes when she's talking to you, like hello hello, can you just heal my Pokemon and let me leave? I got shit to do. I got Pokemon to train, I have a league to master, I have the Elite Four to beat. Nurse Joy is a chatty Cathy, as we all know. They don't seem to be that stressed out about time though, which is interesting. They're literally just bantering through this video, so I don't know how much they care.
Remember, I still have like magazine covers.
Alright, their
from
first
the
wild
Pokemon coming
encounter.
out. So, outside of this is the normal progression path. So what's your next objective?
Beginning is essentially standard.
Okay.
The one thing we do want to do is pick up some items, make sure we have a couple potions. I also don't want to heal at the Pokemon Center too, as the other part of this. I need to have a certain amount of PP left for my abilities.
Alright, so far he is just doing the first part of the game very normally, but he's skipping like a bunch of shit. He didn't heal in the first town. He's trying to avoid the tall grass as much as possible, and instead of going to the Pokemon Center, he actually picked up some potions and other items so he doesn't get knocked out and have to go to the Pokemon Center. He's also now mentioning PP, so as I anticipated, he's trying to avoid the Pokemon Center at all costs, which makes sense to me. So far, this seems pretty standard.
I do have to get Bulbasaur to level 7, that's why I'm kind of getting into these little fights versus
Got it.
Rattatas and Pidgeys. It's like,
yeah, and this is before they had that awesome, like in the sequel, they added the bar that essentially shows you how... I still think that Gold and Silver...
That was close. I wonder what he would have done if his Bulbasaur fainted. That would never happen, Bulbasaur, don't worry.
Okay, I'm going to be honest, we almost got knocked out by a Rattata. but it's okay, we beat the Rattata, we beat
Minnesota.
the level 3 Rattata.
Yeah, Minnesota coming to talk smack.
We're actually not going to see Minnesota for the rest of the run.
He just said they're not going to see the rival for the rest of the run. But isn't that unavoidable? I mean, I'm just thinking of like when you fight them in Cerulean City before you go up, because you have to go talk to Bill for the next part of the game to unlock. So that's definitely some kind of glitch thing they're gonna do.
We hit level 7.
Okay.
We got to go through, I believe, Viridian Forest. You have to deliver Oak's parcel to proceed. I need to also not get knocked out.
Yeah, this is pretty close. Running away at this early.
Alright, so now he's just trying to get as far as he can without healing. So now he's running from wild encounters, and he says he has to deliver Oak's parcel to get to the next part. And then they're gonna go through Viridian Forest. I'm wondering if they're gonna like skip as many trainers as possible. Again, like I don't know how they're gonna get around all these necessary battles.
So there's a few secret item locations. We're going to actually use a bunch of those during the run. Coming up is actually the hardest fight for a lot of runs. The level, I believe, 9 Weedle in Viridian Forest.
No, continue. I'm sorry.
So he does have to fight at least one trainer in Viridian Forest, and he says he's scared of this Weedle. I mean, he is using Bulbasaur, and Bulbasaur's weak against bug type, but it's okay.
Most runs don't use Bulbasaur. The advantage here with Bulbasaur is he's actually not weak to it at all. The problem is he can poison you. Both Squirtle and Charmander have a much harder time with him.
Okay, I had it wrong. So he's using Bulbasaur because Bulbasaur can't be poisoned by the poison sting, which actually makes more sense because there's like no actual bug type attacking moves in Gen 1. So use your brain, Miko.
So what happens if you faint? I mean, is the run over?
I can save it. It just wastes a bunch of time. I'm going to stock up on potions. I got the antidote.
Yeah.
I need the items anyways, so it's not a huge waste of time to pick them up. The importance of the items will come into play later.
Sometimes you have to start the whole run over, either because it's lost or just because you're not going to make progress.
Well, if you think about it too, like the level of competition for games like this, they got a pretty big following. I believe over 100 runners that have run recently. Getting those records is hard.
Yeah.
What he's talking about now is how like competitive, especially Pokemon speedrunning is. It's such a massively popular game and franchise, obviously. So he's talking about sometimes you just have to abandon runs if things don't go right. And I mean, if it's gonna severely slow you down, why finish the run? I guess that makes sense. But the amount of preparation that you need to do just to do a speed run, I mean, he knows where all the secret items are and he knows exactly where to go and what to do next. He has a plan. He doesn't have to sit there and think about it. I'm still waiting to see these glitches.
The dreaded level 9 Weedle.
It's the dreaded level 9 Weedle. Let's see how Bulbasaur does. I know you can do it, Bulbasaur. You got this.
It's okay. I think we'll do all right. Even if we get poisoned, we should be okay. I have enough potions to force my way through this. Starting with a critical hit. It's not bad, Bulbasaur.
Yeah, no, it's a good start.
Good job, Bulbasaur.
That's a bad sign. Do we have him?
No.
Okay.
Oh,
yeah.
come
Good
on.
call. Good
Pop
call.
the potion.
I had to use the potion.
This
Even I'm nervous. I'm just like, you got this, right?
So this is actually the last fight we have to win.
That's
Specifically win. Like
This is the last fight they have to win? What does that mean? Why am I nervous? It's not even my speed run.
I thought it was just the last fight we were gonna have. You're like, no,
we got some other
specifically
fights,
win.
but we gotta win this fight. I'm gonna get into a few fights here. Going back to the PP, I need to have a certain amount of PP for each skill except Leech Seed. Let's see how many I have in tackle. I'll have to get into another fight. I'll kill this guy. I don't want to level up too. That's also important.
So it's not about preserving the PP, it's more about having a certain amount, and I wonder if that has something to do with the glitch. He also said he does not want to evolve, which I wonder if that's more of like a time thing or what.
Yeah, I was gonna ask about that actually. If you did level even by accident, how high can you go?
I'd have to hit level 10 if I leveled up to 9.
But you don't want to go past 10 is the idea.
Yes.
And he specifically doesn't want to go past level 10. But he says if he goes to level 9, if he accidentally levels up, then he has to level up to level 10. Does any of this make sense? I'm not a coder, so I have no idea what he's trying to do.
Yeah, I'm really glad that they went through with that. Are you actually gonna Leech Seed? Oh,
No.
you're just reorganizing moves.
Did he just reorganize the moves while in a battle? I didn't even know you could do that. What? I've been playing Pokemon for 20 years, and I didn't know you could do that.
Can't escape. Okay, I'm glad to get the can't escape here.
So now where are you headed? We've gotten
Okay.
past the Weedle.
I need to buy some items.
He keeps saying these cryptic things. He said he was happy to get the can't escape, but like why? He doesn't explain it. It's just so cryptic. I'm so confused. Does anyone know what's going on? I'm sure so many people know what's going on. I've just never really been a part of the speedrunning community before. This is super interesting. So he's gonna buy some items.
We need to head to the Pokemart. We're gonna do an interesting glitch. I don't want to give you the name of it because it might reveal too much. It's about to make a lot less sense in a second.
Mind-bending experience came from Super Mario Land 2 6 Golden Coins, which Chris managed to run through in like 6 minutes, I want to say.
Something like that.
Maybe 5. I didn't run the timer on it, like,
Okay.
unfortunately.
You remember this guy? So I paused the menu after talking to him.
So he got to Pewter City, and he didn't fight Brock, he just went to the right, which is the area you can't unlock without beating Brock. But as soon as he walked past him and the guy stopped him, he saved the game. So this must be the first glitch he's trying to do, I bet.
This guy leads you to Brock's gym normally.
Yeah, where is he? He's gone.
You know, he's gonna catch up with us. Like he's got some words to say, and
Okay.
there he is.
Oh, and then he just, he's the invisible kid. Got it.
You don't actually need to follow him there.
Okay.
You just need to reset the game. I saved where you talk to him.
He's actually restarting the game due to some glitch of the guy that leads you to Brock's gym. But then since he paused the menu, the guy didn't take him there, but he walked there and like appeared, and then he restarted the game. And he says something weird's gonna happen, so...
Okay.
We're gonna get into conversation the second I'm able to be in the game.
Whoa.
And then if I hold right, he'll pop in and then just kind of disappear because he doesn't really know what he's doing. He's trying to approach us.
So this is a skip, essentially.
Kind of. If you talk to this guy from the right, the game will crash because it doesn't know what to do with you because you can't really talk to him from there. I've now set it so I can walk through walls because the game thinks I'm still talking to him and he's leading me around. Top of the screen, there he is. He wants to tell me about Brock's gym, but I'm just walking through walls instead.
Bro, he is walking through walls. This is insane. So this is how he skips all the battles, basically.
I mean, we can walk through him, actually.
What
Oh,
the
that's so
fuck?
cool.
So this glitch is called Brock Through Walls.
The glitch is called Brock Through Walls.
A writer came up with that.
Because the game thinks he's still leading us somewhere, we can kind of do anything.
Okay.
I have to hold down the B button. If I let go of the B button, the pause menu will instantly pop up. If I walk into the wrong spot where there isn't loading zone for it,
Yeah.
the game will crash, so I'm going to go ahead and try and avoid doing that.
I love how this stuff gets discovered.
It's on an older console, it's easier to go ahead and jump into the actual memory of the game and see what happens.
They're just like talking about glitches and how people go into the memory of the game to discover like how these things work and what happens if you do XYZ. But I've been trying to pay attention to like where he went. So as soon as he could walk through walls, he went straight to Saffron City, which is around the center of the map. It's kind of like central point of the game because there are a lot of things you have to do before you can even go to Saffron City. And then it kind of opens up the entire rest of the game. So he went straight there, went to a Pokemon Center, healed, and then he went to one of the guards that normally you need tea to give them them to get access to the city. But since he came from the city, he's allowed to, like, go back and forth freely. I'm very confused. I'm not a coder. I don't understand this stuff. Please explain it to me.
So what's your next objective? You've
Okay.
now walked through walls.
I brocked through walls. I need to get this coin case.
Brock,
I love
it.
glitch names.
Alright, so then he went to Celadon City to get a coin case, which I'm assuming he's gonna do another glitch to get like a bunch of coins. I'm pretty sure you can get gifted certain Pokemon from the game corner if you spend your coins on them. That will stop him from having to like search around for whatever Pokemon he's trying to get. I mean, that's just my prediction. I don't really know.
Yeah, I don't think that's Skippy.
so
I've never heard that name.
I just want to say this is my favorite guy because he gives you coins, and then if you talk to him again, he needs more coins. Yeah, he's just like, man, I wish I had more coins. Well, thank you for giving me coins,
Yeah.
but why did you do that? I had Pokemon Red. Everything here was like way more expensive. And this 120 Abra is awesome, and I love it.
That's interesting. I didn't know that the game corner had different prices for things depending on which version of the game you're playing. And I also didn't know there was hidden coins on the ground. Like, WTF. I never have been a gambler though, even in Pokemon, so I never really hung out in the game corner all that much. I get too frustrated. I don't like to lose.
So, the reason we need the Abra, once we go through the guard post of the city, all the guards are thirsty, and they'll be like, man, I wish I had a drink, so I need to be able to teleport and get back into the city. That's what I'm going to be using the Abra for, as well as to enable a different glitch.
Oh, I get it. He went to Saffron City to use the Pokemon Center there, so he can then use the Abra he got at the game corner to teleport back into the city without having to activate the Brock Through Walls glitch to get there, which is so smart. How do people come up with this shit? It's brilliant.
We don't need our Bulbasaur anymore. Go away. He's not the chosen Pokemon. He will not be in the Hall of Fame.
I mean, speaking of like,
This video is Bulbasaur slander. They just put him in the box and said he's not gonna be a Pokemon champion. I'm sorry they're disrespecting you so much, Bulbasaur. We'll make it right. We'll make it right.
Okay, so this is called the Trainer Fly Glitch.
yep. Wait, what?
So
What
I
just
entered that
happened?
guy's vision. He wants to challenge me, but I paused before he could do that.
Okay.
And I teleported back. And it's going to do something really odd in a second.
So in this glitch, he caught the gaze of a trainer and then teleported away from the battle, which activates this glitch. We'll see what it does.
Well, you know what? I've changed my mind. I want to be a Pokemon master. I want to battle. Let's do some battles.
You're going straight to the elite.
Straight to the gym. No, not straight to Elite Four. They're the next step. Gotta beat up this first guy. But I want him to come to me. If I walk in front of this guy, right now the game will crash because the other guy was supposed to walk towards me. I gotta get him to take a couple steps, and now the game won't crash. We got an Abra versus level 31 Machop, but we know that Psychic is stronger versus fighting. So this guy's gonna just lose, right?
Oh no.
Well, I mean, it happened.
So you blacked out.
What can you do?
What is going on? Now he went to the fighting dojo mini gym and fought the guy with his Abra that only knows teleport and died. And what's he gonna do next?
Wait, is this supposed to happen or not supposed to happen?
This is supposed to happen.
Okay.
What the heck?
Okay. Oh no. Wait, what? What are you doing? Whoa, you're kidding me.
Oh, what did I tell you? It's the missing no glitch.
Missing no. That's a classic.
And we don't want to fight him. Do you remember what happens when you see a missing no?
Refresh it for the folks at home.
I just got a bunch of items. I got items in my 6th slot, 128 of them. I have to do this twice. I have to get 255 items to max out how many I can hold. So we're going to max out our Paralyze heals. That's why I swapped the coin case earlier. I moved it out of place to the 6th slot because the 6th slot is the one that gets all the new items. The missing no is being generated because it's loading the last Pokemon in memory. Like it's this long convoluted explanation, but essentially by getting into this like fight with Machop with the Abra, we'll eventually summon missing nos after doing the Trainer Fly glitch. You can summon Mew that way. That was the legit way to get Mew in this game.
But no, that was a really good explanation of the missing no.
Was it a good explanation? Because I'm more confused than ever. He said something about the trainer fly glitch that will let you summon Mew, and that was like the quote legit way to get it. I didn't think you could get Mew. I knew they only ever did the limited release, right? Right?
I'm gonna save here just to be safe because this is something that is very breakable. If I screw up, it's essentially run over. So we got too many paralyzed heals, right? So I'm gonna throw away oops, did I put that in the right place? No. So everything has to be in the right spot for this. So go ahead, I'm going to toss out this potion. And we're going to get more paralyzed heals. I'm going to toss out this antidote.
Okay.
We're going to get more paralyzed heals. Toss out all my paralyzed heals. And you know what we're going to get? More paralyzed heals. I'm setting up the game to essentially trick it.
Okay.
I'm going to toss all but 2 paralyzed heals. Combine, and we have 0 paralyzed heals.
Okay.
But the game thinks we have 200.
How is he, like, manipulating the items list? I'm so confused. What's the end game here?
Okay.
So I'm going to scroll down, and I'm going to keep scrolling down. Because the game thinks we have these items. This is the memory for the game.
Oh, wow.
What?
Holy cow.
Some TM26s. I gotta swap them with the second Master Ball. I'll go back to those because that's how you trigger the end of the game. But if you keep scrolling, like, you just see all these random items, and eventually, we start seeing this happen.
What?
I'm just like, my jaw is on the floor. I don't know how people figure this shit out.
Okay,
Game broken, officially, at this point.
So let's go ahead and go
Holy.
back to the TM26s. We'll toss 9 of them. And you actually want to know why I named our good friend Gary, Minnesota? Because when I enter this room, we are now reaching Professor Oak.
Congratulations!
We beat in the Elite Four. Minnesota with a space leads to this room. The game
What?
read his name as a memory location, and this is where it pointed to.
Wow.
If I just picked Minnesota, I had a little space. I don't know if you saw the little space in
Yeah.
Hall of Fame, Abra, level 6. He just skipped everything and, like, activated the end of the game.
We did it. I mean,
With
we
the-
beat the Elite Four. We're in the Hall of Fame. You're level
23
6.
minutes?
23 minutes. I mean, Pokemon Blue finished in 25 minutes. They actually finished in 23 minutes. WTF?
We saw 8 Pokemon.
They saw 8 Pokemon. Why am I kind of mad at this? Why am I kind of mad?
And we're done.
Yeah, we did it. That's it. That's Pokemon Blue.
Oh,
and,
man.
I was like, well, like 25 minutes? You can really go in all in with a game with the normal speedruns, but this is just such a weird collection of glitches.
Just wow.
My mouth was agape the whole time as you were, like, scrolling through this item list.
Same. My mouth was agape the whole time.
The one hard part about this game, this run, is you can't do it on old cartridges that often. The batteries will die on them.
I had a cartridge of Pokemon Ruby when it first came out, and I played and replayed and replayed and replayed that game so many times that the internal battery actually died, the internal clock, so you just couldn't save. So at that point, it's worthless. You can't save your progress, so there's no point in playing on it. All your mons getting deleted every time. I'm not okay with it.
There's a heat death with Pokemon Blue batteries dying.
Alright, you guys, that was Pokemon Blue finished in 25 minutes by IGN, and I'm feeling so conflicted about it. On one hand, I think it's amazing that people learned about these glitches and how to use them to finish the game, how to combine the different glitches, and it's kind of like chess. It's like very strategic, choosing which combination of glitches can get you through to the Hall of Fame the fastest, and it was impressive, but on the other hand, I feel like it's cheap and unfair. You know, obviously it's the glitch category, and a normal Pokemon speedrun wouldn't have that. Some of the other ones, the like world records I'm seeing right now for some of the games are like 1 hour and 40 minutes, which is still incredibly impressive, especially some of the later games, because you know those cutscenes are incredibly long. But I digress. I had fun watching this video and learning a little bit about some of the glitches that people use. If you like Pokemon and you liked this video, make sure to give me a big thumbs up, and as always, subscribe to my channel down below. It helps me out a lot, and let me know in the comments if you'd like to see more Pokemon content from me in the future. I would love to do a Pokemon challenge video in the style of like Madrybread, or I could do like a Nuzlocke video. And I've been toying with the idea of starting a Twitch channel and streaming some Pokemon content, and maybe even some Temtem content. Did he just mention Temtem in a video about Pokemon? Sorry, that's my current obsession. But yeah, let me know. I'd definitely like to do some more Pokemon related things because it's obviously one of my absolute favorite franchises. Thank you for tuning in, and thank you again to all my new subscribers. That's about it for today. I'm gonna go train my cat to fight a criminal organization. See you next time. Goodbye.